Hello, hello, hello. My name's Nigel from Nigel Knife News, and today we have another interview with Danny Dyno because he has generated a lot of controversy. He's generated a lot of what some people would call even hatred over his success and his knife. So, without further ado, I'm going to talk to Danny and ask him about the current situation in particular. Well, howdy there, kitty. My name is Nigel. Again, Nigel. Yeah, well, like I was saying, kitty, I've been doing pretty good here, and every time you get successful in any business, any situation, you're gonna have haters, and haters, they have only one job, and that's hating, and if you try to keep them from hating, well, they hate that, Haters hate everything. They hate themselves, they hate their life, they hate their wife, their kids, if they've got any. They hate everything, pretty much, They probably hate even their pets, but they try to cover it up. Anyway, all I'm saying is, I just try to do the best I can. Well, some people say that, your latest knife here, the Danny's clip, is a copy of a current successful knife, and that really what you're doing is trying to make money off of someone else's success. Well, son, all knives are copies of a previous knife design or something. If you look at it, this is called Lanny's clip. Now, a lot of people think Tony Bose is the creator of the Lanny clip, and there's a big story behind that. I don't want to get all into the history of it and bore you and make it into a show, because this is a really good selling point, man. I can make a good story out of this one. But anyway, what I'm saying is, I don't wish any ill upon any other fellow knife enthusiast. You can buy and like whatever you want. And if somebody talks about a knife that's not yours, but somehow you think that it's your exact knife they're talking about, well, then you got issues. And we got issues, we got tennis shoes, we got all kinds of shoes around here. But, issues is one of them things that everybody's usually got some kind of issue, and if I try to worry about everybody's issues, man, I'd be worrying all day long. Well, you got that right, mate. You can't worry about all these issues. You gotta keep on with your life. Well, the Danny's clip has been so popular, we have sold out several times and had to reorder our merchandise. And that special handle material that we've got here, that stuff is not easy. And if you think surgical stainless steel is hard to get, you should try to get VG10, man. Them Japanese are not letting that stuff go, man. They said, nope, you number 10 GI. And when they say that, you think, all right, of a scale of 1 to 10, I'm pretty good. I'm number 10. But in Oriental world, if they call you number 10, you're a bad guy. You're like worse. You're lower than whale vomit. And whales go pretty low, but they can't a lot of times go all the way. But their vomit reaches all the way to the bottom of the ocean. That's pretty low, boy. That's pretty low. You pretty low is what they're saying. So yeah, VG10 in this case does not mean that the knife is of low quality or anything. All that means is that they tried to make the best knife VG1. and somebody lost an arm in an accident, and so they started all over again with another chemical process, and then the chemical process reacted and somebody lost an eyeball, and each time something happened bad, they just named it another number. They said, look, we're not working with that bad steel anymore now. We got VG3 right here. It's gotten rid of all those spontaneous combustion problems we had with VG1 and the part would fly off and take out an eye in VG2. Now VG3 is the best. And of course, there was problems with VG3, which everybody knows if you follow the knife community and all the forums and Reddit and all that other stuff. You will know the history of VG3 and the tragic incident that occurred. The millions of people that lost their lives from VG3 that never made it to the papers. You research. Try and find out about VG3 and all the deaths that happened, especially near Tunguska. They tried to call that a meteorite. But anyway, yeah, what I'm trying to say is, we're still gonna go on with Danny Dyno and our knife show, no matter how many haters we pick up. We live on the merit of our knife right here. If you buy our knife and you don't think it's worth $300, why, you just pack it up and send it right back to us, and we'll give you your money back. And this is guaranteed for life. I'm telling you right now. I'm having a hard time keeping this interview from being a sales show. All I need is Johnny over there. You got your own cameraman and your own hand model. Is that hand model for rent? Because we got a problem with ours. No, sorry. Our hand model is exclusive to Nigel Knife News, and he's excellent. He gets paid well. You should try paying your hand model a little bit more. Perhaps, they might wash up or something. Yeah, we tried that, but yeah, the boy spends it all on illegal substances and gambling, prostitutes, alcohol, stuff like that. And then he comes back to work in a terrible shape. It is not easy doing a knife show. There's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that you guys just don't see. Getting the camera sequence right and the lighting, getting rid of the excessive crickets in the studio. Those guys are a problem sometimes. They're trying to make them into food now. I think that's why they're rioting lately. They realize we're not gonna be eating. That's what they keep telling me. And I say, yeah, right on. You don't be eating unless you're in one of my stores over here and I'm hungry, and I'm over there in a corner and you're crawling around and stuff. Look like you're half dead anyway. Let me finish off. I'll take care of you. So, yeah. Anyways, like I said, it ain't easy. Well, that's fascinating. So what do you think you should do about this controversy? Should you apologize to all owners of this particular knife that it was parodying for any offense, real or implied? And, in some legal fashion, stuff like that. You cover your butt in legal terms. No there, boy. If the people can't understand that we was just joshing them and making fun, it really wasn't even joshing about their knife. I was just telling them, which I still stand behind. My knife is far superior to any $300 knife out there or $3,000 knife. I'm making that statement right now. My knife is better than any $3,000 knife out there, all right? So now I pissed off a whole new class of people. Do I care? Look right into my eyes there, kitty. Do I look like I care? Now it looks like you've been drinking to me or smoking something. Always awfully red. I get that way when I get riled, man. And people get me riled up when they try to restrict my freedoms. This is America. And in America, we can do and say what we want as long as we ain't hurting nobody. And we ain't hurting nobody. Nobody got hurt. Well, Jimmy had an accident the other night in the control room when a cricket flew in his ear. And he tried to slap it, but he forgot that he had an ashtray in his hand. I don't know why. Please don't ask me why he had an ashtray in his hand. But he smacked himself upside his ear with a glass ashtray. Have you ever done that? I mean, I've had it happen to me in a bar before. Yeah, it was funny to the guy that did it. And it wasn't funny to him after they scraped him up off the floor. But anyway, yeah, life can be pretty rough in old country land and stuff. Well, I'm glad that you're going to keep on with your business because you are very popular. And I've heard you even got your own emoji now on their membership channel where you appear quite often. Yeah, I'm pretty popular, you know, but I mean, I can't help it, and I don't really, you know, I don't really need it or desire it. I'm just, you know, enthusiastic about my knives. And if I think a knife is good, then I'm gonna tell you it's good, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, you know. I'm just gonna flat up tell you, nobody has handled material like we have, because I mean that was a classified area we went into, Area 51. A lot of people talk a lot of crap like they've been in Area 51. Tell them to do it again. Tell them, all right, show me. Go ahead, do it. Yeah, you ain't gonna get very far is all I'm saying. We got very far. As a matter of fact, we got right into that pit, and we pulled that stuff out. And like I said, we had a very few loss of lives in that situation. You know, considering how much money we're making off this stuff, and the amount of money we spent to get it, we're making a pretty reasonable profit. And that's the thing right here, man. It's profit margin. You know, we are allowed to make as much profit margins as we feel like. Again, I am not talking about other people's business practices. If they, you know, whatever their profit, I do not know, nor do I care. All right? I'm telling you about my business and my practices. All right? It's my business, my practices. I'm not going to tell you all of them because there's a lot of them top secret. You know, I really shouldn't have told you about how we got into Area 51 now, because we got the men in black coming up and looking at us. What do you mean? Men of African American descent are coming up and bothering you? No, boy. The men in black. Ain't you ever watched any movies or anything? Yeah, see, after UFOs come around, you know, people will report it and everything, and then they'll get visited by these mysterious men in black who are always dressed in suits and dark sunglasses and dark vehicles and everything. They just seem very mysterious, like they're from another world. But they tell you they're from a government agency, and you better not talk about what you did anymore, or you're going to disappear. And we can demonstrate how you're going to disappear if you don't behave right now. And then, you know, it's kind of implied, and then they walk off. And, you know, after a while you start thinking, you know, that did look a lot like swamp gas to me. You know, I've had gas and some bad burritos before, and if you light that stuff up, I would not recommend this, people out there. Do not light your own burrito gas coming out of your posterior with a flaming instrument, because yeah, you can create swamp gas, and then people think they saw a UFO, and you get hauled up, and then men in black come up and jack with you. Yeah. That's how things get escalating. Things escalate out of misunderstandings, and I think that's what happened in my case. It was a big misunderstanding, and there are going to be misunderstandings in the world. It happens all the time, and the only other way you can solve it is to get them to understand. And if they don't understand, well, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink, man. If that horse don't want to drink, you can stick his head down in there and he'll just kick you. Hey, I told you I don't want to drink. So yeah, maybe he needs a drink, but he ain't going to do it unless he wants to. So, yeah, that's a little horse lore for you there. Yeah, we got a lot of horse lore on our show, too. Well, I see our time has run out here, mate. So I just want to congratulate you on your success. Keep on doing what you're doing. Don't let the haters get you down. And, continue being the dinosaur that you were meant to be. Don't let them hold you down. And don't let them hold you back. Why, thank you there, Kitty. Yeah, I'll be sure to do that because I ain't got no other choice, That's like somebody telling me, don't be me. I can't help it, man. I'm just me. Well, with those virtual words of wisdom there, I think we shall conclude this interview, and we want to thank all of you for spending all of your time watching Nigel Knife News, where we keep you up with the latest happenings in the knife world.